Hi, I'm Tom Scarpello of Revology Cars, and this is car number 90, a 1967 Shelby GT350 in candy apple red with Wimbledon white stripes. Today we're going to take a look at the specs on this car, and I'm also going to show you one of the ways that we manage our build process. Okay, 67 Shelby GT350, fiberglass front fascia, inboard driving lamps, all LED on the Revology. At the side, this client has opted for the torque thrust wheels with painted centers. So this car is equipped with our standard interior. All of the interior surfaces are covered in automotive grade vinyl. We use only OEM automotive materials. This is actually a Mercedes vinyl. So it's, most of our clients opt for leather. The leather's, very supple, soft. The vinyl is tougher, it's hard, but it does look really good quality. This is the light beige interior, and then we have a darker colored dash to minimize reflections through the windshield. And as in the 67 Shelby with deluxe interior, we have a brushed aluminum inserts on the cluster on the dash, and then a matching insert on the console. So one of the things people ask me about is, how do we keep track of all the different configurations that we build? Well, frankly, a lot of people don't ask me that question, and they really should, because I think a lot of people take for granted that, they buy a car and everything is done properly. But, an automobile is an extremely complex product just because they've been around for so long, and the OEMs have refined the process so much. Is we've gotten to the point where you buy a new car and you don't even look it over because it's going to be fine. You drive it off the lot and, you just take it for granted. But when you're doing, low volume specialty vehicles, it's every bit as complex, but you just don't have the years and years of experience that an OEM has. And really the only way to manage that is you literally have to manage every single step of the process. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about one of the ways that we manage the manufacturing complexity at Revology Cars. So we've got a portfolio of products. There are a lot of different configurations. If you were to calculate all of the different possible combinations and things, it would be in the millions. There are about 3,400 to 3,500 discrete operations that are performed on each vehicle, and each one of those operations has to be done in the correct sequence. Obviously, nothing can be skipped or missed. It has to be done with the right part, the right tool. There may be a torque spec, and there's a lot of information that's required to be captured for each operation. How we control the build is through what we call the assembly process manual. Now the APM, like a lot of the other aspects of our manufacturing system, is driven by what we call the build sheet. And the build sheet is like the DNA footprint of the car. It'll tell you all of the unique features and options down to what type of leather is used, what type of carpet is used. So anything that's configurable on the car is going to be indicated on the build sheet. We're able to access tools through, we use iPads. Pretty straightforward. So the technicians assign an iPad, and basically the way that it works, type in my code, I can go over to the vehicle and I can scan the QR code, and then I can open it up, and that'll open up my build sheet. This is car number 93. So here on my build sheet I can see then I've got paint. This car was painted Porsche jet black. I know that the interior is black Porsche leather. We use an assembly process manual for every workstation, every sub-assembly station. Really everywhere that work gets done has an assembly process manual. We'll issue an APM for each of those stations. Currently we have 38 APMs that we use, from the preparation of the panels for floor all the way through to the pre-delivery inspection. and each one is configured for a specific car. Every one of the 38 APMs is unique for every car. So that way we can make absolutely certain that every step is performed and it makes sure that you don't miss anything, which has been extremely helpful because of all the pandemic-related shortages. It's been a real challenge to work around part shortages, but that is kind of what is real life in the manufacturing world. You just deal with those things and work around it.